Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 35 of Risky Radio. My name is Ben, also known as Chopa, and to my left, as always, Zach, aka Risky the Kid.
Hello, everybody.
And to my right, Lewis, aka Waterloo.
Yo, yo, yiggity, yo.
That was a lot. That was quick.
Yeah.
No accent this time?
No.
Saving it for later, maybe.
Are you feeling okay?
I honestly don't even think I did an accent last episode.
You did something weird. I remember a mental note, episode 34. Lewis was weird.
Well, too bad we haven't hit 34.
We're on 35.
Whew, time flies when you're having fun.
So,
Jeepers
yeah.
creepers. All right, so what have you guys been playing? I mean, Lewis, were you still a COD bro this week?
I was not a COD bro this week.
No?
I did play a little COD. I also played some Star Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront.
Did you play any ranked for COD?
No.
I know the playlist came out.
No,
I haven't had a chance to jump in either.
I only played a little bit of that. I hopped into some Battle Royale Fortnite with friend of the show Joe and friend of the show Ben. Not you, weirdly.
I'm not friend of the show Ben. I am show Ben.
Yeah. Two other work buddies. We played some Fortnite. It was alright. It was a lot of fun.
Stepnowski?
Yeah. And then I actually been playing a decent amount of For Honor.
Ooh, getting back in.
Why?
Yeah. A friend of the show Joe has been playing a little bit, so I've been cracking some skulls with him.
We're not his good friends anymore. We've been replaced.
I mean, you guys are never on anyways. I hardly saw either of you two on. You were on the other day, but you were on your home screen for like 4 hours.
I was downloading games.
Yeah, so...
and I've just been playing a lot of PlayStation recently.
Yeah.
Well,
you just finished some stuff.
Computer.
But those, some Sims, keeping that strong.
Hey,
yeah,
at least you played it after you bought it.
Yep.
I say you said you bought it, so
Yeah.
good thing you actually
I did
decided
bought
to
it.
play it more.
And I've been playing it. I haven't played it in a few days, but let me tell you what.
What kind of weird shit's happening in Lewistown today?
Boba Fett has been getting hefty. He needs to go to the gym. He's getting a little fat.
Does his suit expand with him?
It does. I actually just moved my original character to the block, so now I, Lewis Malaya, live there with
Boba Fett.
Yeah, they're all in the same block. My one complaint about the game is, I wish that if you're on the same block, you can you can hover over the houses on the same block, but you have to go to a loading screen. Out of the screen you're in to another loading screen to go to that person's house.
That's a lot of loading. Or
Yeah.
the load time's pretty long. Or?
They're not that long. I think the X definitely helps to cut time down on that.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know, with the fact that I have 4 or 5 characters made, but they're all in the same neighborhood, but all on separate houses. So I have to, if I'm gonna go edit somebody or do something with somebody else, I have to leave this one file. I wish I could just cycle through.
Transition pretty quickly.
I wish I could
go to a house, hit A, maybe there's a couple bird sounds,
Yeah.
and then you're at the house.
Yeah, I wish I could just cycle through all my characters so I didn't have to constantly, okay, I'm done playing as Boba Fett. I want to kind of work on Darth Vader and Darth Maul and kind of make them like or hate other people. And I can't just siphon through the characters. I have to load out of this one, load back into it as their save file. A little bit annoying, but all at the same time, what are you going to do? I think eventually I'm going to try to have them all living in one big house, but I have to have them have a lot of money first.
And
There's
have
cheat
them all
codes.
like each other.
I haven't cheated yet.
Say if you need some money,
Yeah.
there's a cheat code for you.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Zelda on the Switch again. Just like I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn the other day. I was liking it, and it just made me want to play Zelda for some odd reason. So I put that down and picked up Zelda. And
I don't think it's that strange. They're kind of similar.
Mhm.
Both heroes use a bow.
Yeah.
And they're both open world.
yeah, you know, and
You
I don't
can
know.
ride horses.
You can. I'm playing this one a little differently than I did before, but I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm just kind of in that hype right now of not wanting to be sitting in my room, so I think that's one of the reasons why I'm playing the Switch a little bit more. But yeah.
So you just really want to be on the couch instead of in your room?
I think that might be the reason.
So you should put your old Xbox into the living room.
I
Then.
need to get a TV out there.
Oh, I forgot you don't have a TV.
I think I might just, because I have a TV on my dresser, I think I might just ixnay that for right now and like bring it into the living room. So
just so you have something in the
Yeah.
living room?
exactly.
Because I'm not going to come over and hang out at your house if there's not a TV.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Most people. I hope people aren't hanging out at your house if there's no TV.
No.
Friend of the show, Joe, just like sexually sitting on the bed watching TV.
I'll
while
say
Liz plays
you're making it
video
weird
games.
for other people by not putting a TV in your living room.
That's why I want to
Then
put
we
a
actually
TV.
have
But
to have the conversation.
I
and
don't feel
stuff.
like mounting the TV, so I've got to get a stand.
Well, you really shouldn't sit on TVs no matter what.
No, onto the wall.
Mounting it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the TV would hold me, anyways.
Yeah, you're pretty small.
Yeah, you're pretty
Yeah, it
light.
might be pretty small, but other things aren't. Like the TV holes and stuff like that.
The TV holes?
And on that
What the
note,
fuck?
but all right, so
Yeah. I'm just
some
agreeing.
Switch work, some Xbox work.
Yep. Little PlayStation tried to sneak its way in there, but wound up getting a little rejected.
That sneaky PlayStation.
Oh.
Always trying to take up your time.
It is.
Zach, what'd you get into this week?
I picked up my Switch finally.
Hey,
It
did you set it right back down?
I mean, I didn't play it a ton because I was trying to finish up Horizon Zero Dawn. But I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I had no experience with.
Yeah.
The first are Xeno Chronicles X, I think was the second one.
So
Or
you
X.
you haven't had any Chronicles of Xenia in you ever?
No, they
I
have
just
not
said
penetrated him.
I just said that backwards. So
Yeah.
I was trying to pull a Yoda. I don't think it works.
Whatever you were trying to say. No, I have not played
Any of the
a
franchise.
Xenoblade game before this.
Okay.
But they're in the same vein as like Final Fantasy, where they're all different stories. So it doesn't really like you can pick up two, and it's not like you're missing out because you didn't play 1 or X.
Okay.
So that made it a little easier.
Unless you pick up Final Fantasy X too, then you kind of confused.
Right. It's not Xenoblade Chronicles 1, X, 2,
You know, I know. I'm
or
just fucking with
anything like that. I'm only a couple hours into it, maybe. I'll definitely have a lot more to say about it next week, I think, because I'll be putting more time into it. But the story seems all right. You're floating around on these giant titans. Like, your plots of land that you're actually moving on are these giant titans.
Yeah, I heard
Like
something about
giant monsters, essentially.
that. Kind of
and
like the
then-
old Indian story about how you're living on a big turtle's back.
I don't know much about the story, but I've seen pictures of that portrayed. So yeah, sure, kind of same thing.
Okay.
Native Americans. Yep.
I know
So
what you mean, Lou. I know what you meant.
the combat so far is pretty simple. You have prompts on your like ABXY button with cooldowns, so every time they cool down, you can trigger it again.
Okay.
But other than that, as long as you're within a close enough proximity to whatever you're fighting, it's just like it's an auto attack. So he'll just have like his sword attack that he'll do over and over until your other attacks are ready to be used, and then you just click the corresponding button and blah blah blah. Side quests, that kind of stuff. It's not super open yet, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll have more to say on that one probably next week once I put some more time into it. Long cutscenes, probably not a fan of, but
Do they look good at least?
yeah, I mean they look Japanese. It looks like an anime is what it reminds me of.
Okay.
What else? Oh, well, Horizon Zero Dawn. That was the main thing that I was trying to get done, which I only had. I think I finished it in 24. Did I say that? 24 or 25 hours?
Yeah.
24.
Which I think with some side content plus the main story, that's probably right where it should have been for me.
It's a good time.
Yeah, and like there's still a bunch. So once you beat the whole story, it does give you the option to go back to before the like point of no return, and replay any like side quests, discover anything like that I hadn't done yet. So I have that option. But the last maybe 5 or 6 hours was just me mainlining, like just doing main quests, just to because I need to get through it.
Wanted to finish
I needed to see what the end was.
Yeah, because if you didn't, you would still be playing the game now.
Right, and obviously there's other stuff to play.
It would turn into an Assassin's Creed or Fallout 4 that you just
or they're
you
so
get
big
for
that I
it,
don't finish them.
Yep.
Exactly. But the story's good. I won't spoil anything because it's from March of this year, so it's definitely had its time.
Mm-hmm.
But the story's very good. It wraps up nicely, I would say. The very end of it leaves it a little open, so they could definitely do a sequel, which the game seemed popular enough that we'll definitely see a sequel.
Are you going to be getting any of the DLCs?
Yeah, the DLC just came out, and I hadn't even thought about it, but I'll have to take a look at it, I guess, and see what's actually in there. I also may have already gotten my fill of this game for now, at least.
Yeah.
Because I also moved on to Nier Automata that was a good chunk of time. I had a lot of time to game this week, guys.
Really?
It was nice. Nier Automata is like, I have a hard copy of it, so I'm going to let you borrow it for like at least a little bit of time so you can at least play some of it.
Okay.
Not like any game I've played before. I also didn't realize like what it was. You'll be running around like third-person action game, but then there's times where it'll turn into like Galaga or like one of those games where you're like side-scrolling and shooting like upwards at enemies.
Okay.
Or like any of those twin-stick shooters. Like Halo Spartan Wars was definitely one of them. Okay. Or I can't think of any other ones right now.
Not like Cuphead, right?
No,
because when you said side scroller, that's immediately
okay.
What came
I mean,
in
there's
my head.
also some 2D. Like the camera shifts down to like a 2D focus, so it's just on like a side plane, I guess.
Okay,
and then you're doing some like platforming stuff, but then it's just a whole bunch of weird different stuff. And
kind of like, so if you have gamer ADD, it might be a good fit for you because it changes up the gameplay a little bit.
I mean, so far it changes itself up every like half hour. It seems like I'm doing something new. And then eventually going back to like the third person, like the bulk of the game I would say is like the third person action.
Okay.
You have a sword, you have a little, I think it's called a pod that like follows behind you, and that's it's like a machine gun kind of. So you can be aiming that and shooting that whenever you want. You hold R1 and then you aim, but then you can also be hitting like square or triangle, which are your attacks. So you can be attacking and also holding your little pod guy to be shooting at stuff as well.
Okay. And now this is on the...
It's a PS4 exclusive.
PS4 exclusive. Okay.
So like I said, I've been...
A lot of PS4.
Lots of PS4. I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far. You're a robot. And you play with a bunch of other robots doing robot stuff. Pretty good explanation of that game. Yeah. I think that might be it. I played some Battlefront with Ben.
We played some Warhammer.
Oh, Warhammer Vermintide, I think, right? Maybe. It's
End Times Vermintide.
End Time. Yep. What a name.
Yeah.
That's one of your games of gold for Xbox. Reminds me of kind of like Left 4 Dead or like a horde mode. It reminds me of Left 4 Dead because you're starting in one point and then you have to get to like an end point. So you're actually traveling a decent distance. So it's not just like your basic horde mode where you're in one area and then it's waves and waves and waves and just staying in the same spot. There's a lot more moving around and going to do stuff.
Okay, nice.
There was different classes.
There were 5 different... 5?
Now, were you
classes.
I take it you guys were Space Marines?
No, so this is like medieval.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's old school Warhammer. So it's not like 40K, it's Warhammer. Like
right, no Space Marines.
Okay, so you were more like elves,
so like he
knights.
was an archer. Okay. I was just a swordsman.
A way watcher, I think they were called.
They definitely had specific names. I don't remember, but
witch hunter is what you were.
Yeah, okay, that sounds right.
There was a knight. There was a dwarfy kind of looking thing.
Okay. Yeah, and they all you have like a melee attack, and then you have a ranged attack. The ranged attack for my class, at least, was really weird because you fired with R3. like you clicked in your right thumb. So
That would be
you'd be
weird.
aiming and then you'd have to push it in.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, it was bad. I didn't like it at all.
I don't like
I
that.
rarely fired my weapon.
Yeah,
I
don't
was
blame
just
you.
swords the whole time.
Huh.
Now, was it
that-
the same
Did you
way?
try to switch weapons? Like, did you hit Y to try and switch to your ranged weapon? Because that was mine. So I had a sword, but then if I hit triangle Y, I played a lot of PS4 as well.
We should get a little like conversion chart right
Chart
over here.
of
Yeah.
what you're playing and what controller.
if you switched weapons, then I had a bow and arrow.
So maybe I feel like instinctually I would have hit Y
But-
to try to switch weapons.
I also
were
didn't
you
have
again?
anything.
A witch hunter, is
That
what
might,
it
So
was.
he had-
so you were like a mage, kind of like magician.
But I
No.
didn't even. I
He
didn't
had
even
a
have
he had a sword in one hand and he had his
like
gun
a
in the other
like
hand.
a musket.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe you were using more of your like spell thing, and that's why it was clicking in that. I don't know.
No, the amount of like, there's no like side abilities or anything. It's literally just melee range.
Is it
and then you can
top
get like,
down?
No, first person.
First person. Okay, because I was thinking more of like Diablo, not Diablo,
No,
but
Diablo's
like
top down.
yeah, Diablo, Hunter, The Reckoning, those games.
It
Like you guys were both on the same screen.
reminds me of first person Skyrim. Is
Okay.
what I thought of. I also don't play a lot of first person games where I'm using a sword.
yeah.
Skyrim is one of the
Skyforge?
few, so that
Yeah.
could be.
It reminded me
Skyforge.
of Skyforge.
Skyforge, which is another game we got to play this week.
We played that with Roshi Red.
That's just it. Just went free to play. It's an MMO on the Xbox, which are pretty far and in between.
But those styles were the same as what I was getting at. Is both were third person or no? Well, I
First
guess
person medieval.
first person medieval, third person
Swords and
medievalish.
mages and that kind of shit.
But it was just kind of that same angle and stuff. No, I liked it. I got scared the first time we ever played Warhammer. We got into a game, had no idea what we were doing. I got taken from behind. One of the enemies has
Yeah, you did.
That would frighten me too.
I'd fucking
has this,
freak out.
like head grabby thingy.
It reminded me of like what the Pound uses to like grab dogs, like stray dogs,
snare?
just like
Yeah,
like a
like-
snare.
Okay.
Yeah, and
When you did that, I thought of remember the hammer claw thing that Tyler was talking about that one
like a
night?
gopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I didn't know what was happening. So they like take you by the head and you're like being choked, and
they just
like,
drag you along.
stick you in the ground so you're hanging there, and they just all like attack you, and like nobody was coming to help me or anything. Like nobody knew where I was.
No, because you were in a part of the map where we couldn't figure out how to get back up because we dropped down, and then there wasn't like a ladder or anything. So you're just up there, like you can see a red outline of your body just like hanging by your throat, like
That was-
choking.
And he came from we came from a part that we had already been through. Like we already killed everything, and I was up on the top, like shooting my bow at like all these things, and all of a sudden I just got taken from behind by a rat.
The worst kind of surprise.
Yeah.
It was, but we ended up beating the whole thing once.
So there's like different.
You
I
hit,
think
like,
it's different
checkpoints.
scenarios and like different maps too. So before you go, before you go into it, you can vote on which like instance you're going into, I guess.
Okay.
So this one we had to like reach a tower and sound off some giant horn
Okay. So
and that's when it turned into like horde mode, because once you do the horn,
because
you
then
have
you're
to, like,
defending a position.
yeah.
it's kind of like a regular Warhammer game, basically, like
Yeah,
on paper. Like, because you
going
have
through a dungeon.
yeah,
Essentially.
you have a thing you have to do, and then you beat that, and yeah.
But like we only played a couple games, so I didn't get super into it. But like after each like match you win, you earn XP. You roll some dice, and then you get different powers. Like at the end of mine, I earned a elven or a dwarfish shield and hammer or something.
Okay.
So like you can definitely set different
Upgrade.
loadouts and stuff too, and
Yeah.
upgrade stuff. So I'd say there's a decent amount to the game. It's also like it was 4 people, I think. It put us in there with me and Ben, and then 2 randoms.
Oh, pretty cool.
So you can it's like if we had 4
And it
people all talking together, like it's a fun game. Like it's not super hard or anything.
No.
There's difficulty meters. We were just on the normal one, but it's a fun game just to I don't know,
Jump in
shoot
and run.
shoot
Yeah.
the shit and just
Yeah.
run around.
And it was like
killing stuff.
it felt almost like zombies as well. So we had one of the guys in the second
Yeah.
run die on us, but once we like hit the checkpoint and beat that part, he was like tied up in the corner. Like they killed him and like took him hostage, and we like just cut him
Had to release them.
undone and released him.
So you go into like a down state, and then it's like you're bleeding out, and then if no one gets to you, and like the round end, I don't want to say the round ends, but you get to like the next part of the story, a checkpoint, like you said. Then you'll find that character that died sitting somewhere, and you have to untie him, and then he's on your team again.
And there's med kits, there's like
essentially grenades.
That's weird. You guys are saying it's Warhammer, but it sounds like almost like Dungeons and Dragons to me. More like just
it kind of feels like. Well, I mean, it wasn't original Warhammer. A lot of
Warhammer was more of a massive scale. Like I'd have an army and you'd have an army, and we'd go at each other. But Dungeons and Dragons was more like each individual person had their own, like, this is my captain, and then you would go into a dungeon trying to.
So yeah, I mean,
whatever,
it's definitely I think they just needed the name, like the licensing.
What I think it is
putting it on Warhammer
is the story, some of the stories of Warhammer, and then also some of like the characters. I know in Warhammer there were some famous characters. Like in Dungeons and Dragons, you can make your own person. In Warhammer, you were
actual set people.
Yeah,
so that's the thing. Like in this Warhammer game, maybe these 5 characters are important in like the overarching lore.
Yeah,
or like the Vermintide. It says Vermintide, and we're fighting rats, so I feel like the Vermintide is probably like this race that you're constantly fighting. Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure if you actually fight anything else.
Like Vermintide, like vermins are, I don't know,
a tide of
vermins are attacking Warhammer land.
Either way, it was a lot of fun, and hey, it's free, so
free's good.
It's worth the download.
Agreed.
We didn't really play anything else together, I don't think. Oh, well, I mean, you can talk about Skyforge for a minute.
Because that's about how long we played it.
If there's anything to say about it, really. We were more or less playing it because one of our friends doesn't have a ton of games, and it's a free one. So we tried to play it, and it feels like any other MMO, which apparently I'm just not into.
He's not.
Kind of reminded me of Elder Scrolls Online. A little bit with the combat. Everything just feels
Diablo-y.
like janky, and I don't know. I like polished, good combat. Zach
likes playing his video games alone.
I also definitely like playing because like the best story, like I'm about games for the stories generally, and I can't get a ton of good stories playing with other people, except for like Far Cry 5 that's coming out. I will gladly play that with someone else.
Are you foreshadowing?
Sure.
No, you want a good single player, a double player, great story game.
Double player.
Yeah. Dual player, co-op, dual player. One, you and
Portal
someone
2.
else playing a game that has a great story. It's coming out next year.
Far Cry 5.
No, and it's strictly only 2-player. You can only play it with another person.
Well, maybe we'll get to that in a segment later on in this episode. Okay, well, I don't think I played it. Skyforge. Well, quickly, Skyforge is just a crappy MMO in my opinion. Maybe other people like it. It feels janky and clunky, and maybe I just don't like MMOs. That could be my problem.
I mean, it definitely feels like a free-to-play MMO.
Maybe that's the problem.
That's what it feels like.
Is Warframe an MMO? Kind of, not really. It never feels massively multiplayer. Like, there's, like, the hub worlds in Skyforge where there's, that would be hundreds of people.
A hard sell.
So maybe it's just Warframe was also free, and Warframe felt a hell of a lot better than this game
made me
play.
Feel more like a Destiny, and I don't know if you would consider Destiny an MMO.
Shoot and loot.
Shared world shooter.
I feel like that, and I didn't play Skyforge, but I did play Elder Scrolls.
You didn't miss anything.
Don't waste your time.
I know what you're saying with open world. You seem to like more of the grinding open world, like Destiny style.
Yeah, like I need
half open.
I need a reason. Oh well, I guess both of them, MMOs and the type of thing that Destiny is. Either way, it's like a type of loot that I'm looking for. So whether I'm doing it with hundreds of people or it's 4, 6, 10, however many people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But they do have that huge hub.
We probably won't go back to it. We just played it for fun.
I don't think I will be.
Nope. It's funny because she asked us today. We're like, "Hey, we're gonna play Skyforge again." We're like, "You are."
I was like, "Well, if I'm online and I don't want to have fun, maybe I'll hop in." I'm probably being real mean to this game, but I wasn't a fan.
It was just I like Diablo more than I like this one. Can I say that?
I would hope so.
I guess I just like more polished games.
What about you, Ben? Did you play anything?
Those. I mean, I jumped into, obviously, like I played League. I played a couple games of Fortnite Battle Royale. I had one game where I had 6 kills pretty quickly, but I died in like 35th place. Played some Overwatch. Played a couple of ranked games, like placements. I lost all 3. My teams weren't very good. And I played Smite with Roshi Red. Yeah, it's Smite. I liked it. It was fun. Like, I did really well because I know like the MOBA games pretty well, so I know like how to play them, and it's pretty similar to stuff I've played. But it was fun nonetheless. Yeah. Other than that, not really anything else.
Yeah, I played Smite once or twice. It's interesting, but not something I'm super into. You know, it kind of reminded me because you have the cooldowns with your buttons. You know, almost like Xenoblade Chronicles. You know, you have an attack, and then you have your special attacks where you have to let them cool down to be able to do them again. Yep.
Definitely a similar style in that.
My only real experience with Smite was I was in the Gladiator Arena. I played that one a bunch. I think
that's the one we did, the arena, where it's just kind of like team deathmatch with a line of minions.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually play like the 3-lane Smite.
Neither did I.
That's like League of Legends type.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting to get into something that's third person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, third person versus like top down, which is like Heroes of the Storm and League of Legends, which are the 2 other MOBAs I've played, are both top down.
Mm-hmm.
So something that's more over the shoulder. It's definitely you see less, I'd say, because you can't move your vision over other parts of the map.
Oh yeah.
But the map does also show you more than a typical mobile map does. So it was interesting. I could probably see myself playing it a couple more times. Like if she's on and she's like, "Hey, let's play Smite," I'd be like, I could play Smite for it. It was like the last hour and a half of a night.
Collection of characters too, don't they?
Yeah, and they have free ones. So like, I didn't buy any gods or anything yet. I've just played with the free ones.
I like how you said "yet."
I didn't
buy any gods.
I was sitting at the Microsoft screen. And it was like, buy all the gods for $30. I was like,
I think I would have hit you.
Super tempting.
Don't do that.
You should do it.
Play with the free stuff.
I can just play with free stuff. People aren't that good in that game anyways.
A bunch of noobs.
Well, exactly. Then that's why you should play in that game, because it makes you feel better about yourself, because you're like, look how many people I'm killing. I just think you could do it with all those
We actually did really well. She was saying she was getting some bad teams like a couple days before, but I think we went like 4-1, 4-2 or something.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it went pretty well. But all right, next let's get into some of our free shit for the week.
Cha-ching!
As you can tell, our new money sound is
that fucking sound's just broken.
Yeah, it literally
the one
plays
you just
so
made,
low.
or the one that we actually have?
The one we actually have.
That sound was good.
That was perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. That was the machine we have.
Yeah,
that wasn't Zach.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get a handful of like pennies and drop them on the desk next time.
Ding. So we mentioned them last week, but your Games of Gold did switch over. So for the Xbox One, Warhammer End Times Vermintide. You heard it here. We played a little bit of it. It's interesting. I might, if we jump into it some more, it'll have to be with other people because it's fun with. I feel like if you get 4 people,
I wouldn't play it by myself.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like that kind of game.
No. And you still have Tales from the Borderlands for another 10-ish days. So hop on that, and then after that's done, Back to the Future, the game, 10th Anniversary Edition. That goes until January 15th. For 360, you switched over to Child of Eden. No idea what that is. And from the 15th, or from the 16th to the 31st, Marlowe Briggs and the Mask of the Death.
The Mask of the Death.
Yeah, I thought it was a typo when I first read it, and then I was like, no, that's how it's worded. It's a little strange.
Yeah.
All right, and into your PS Plus games, these switch over today if you're listening to this on Tuesday the 5th. We'll do it that way. Darksider 2, Death Initiative Edition.
Definitive.
Definitive? I thought it was definitive.
Like definitive?
Like definitive,
death.
But death because you're...
Definitive.
Death dealer.
Death gay. I don't like that.
Definitive.
It makes you sound like you have a list.
Definitive.
Definitive. I don't know. Didn't play any Darksider games. So
Heard they were good.
yeah.
The third one's coming out sometime next year. So if you want to catch up on them, there you go. There's one of them.
There you go.
Give her a try for free, because free shit's cool. Also out for your PS4, Kung Fu Panda: Shadow of Legendary Legends.
Another good title.
Yeah, that's your family-friendly PS4 Plus game.
That's something.
For you EU-only folk, just because it was there, that's you.
That's
actually
you,
the
you
game.
EU folk.
Yep, that's you.
EU people, and you still have Until Dawn, Rush of Blood until the 2nd. That's your virtual reality game. Also, to add on to that list, a Vita game that is cross-play with PS4, Forma 8. So you technically have, if you're in North America or not in EU, so anywhere else in the world, you have 3 games and a VR game, and if you are in the EU, you have 4 games and a VR game this month. Woo! Lots of games.
Confusing us
Lots
here.
of games. You can follow that. Come on, Lou.
No, I really couldn't. You completely skipped your PlayStation 3.
No. I just had to do that one because it was cross-buy with PS4, and now I go. So your PS3 games this month are Siberia Collection, which includes Siberia and Siberia 2, and X-Blaze Lost, or X-Blaze. X-Blaze Lost.
Exblase.
Memories. That not by any of those.
I know. I don't even know what that is.
And for Vita, like I mentioned, Forma 8 and Wanted Core.
Nice.
Corp.
Nice work there. I feel like I was channeling my energy through you, and you were just speaking like I would have. But
Bonus.
I don't know if we improved this segment.
Bonus round. Bonus round.
Bonus.
So, a PS exclusive Monster Hunter World beta. If you're on your PlayStation 4, you can get it from December 9th to the 12th.
Do we know if this is an open beta?
I don't.
Okay.
And from what I was looking at, it never said the word open. So I'm inferring you probably have to pre-order it like most of the other bigger games we've had to pre-order as of late. While he's looking that up. Also, for your PlayStation Plus, the Smite PlayStation Plus pack. So you can get a variety of gods, skins, voice packs, and an announcer pack for free for PlayStation Plus, December 12th through January 9th.
So as long as you're a PlayStation Plus owner, you can get into the Monster Hunter World beta.
Boom.
6 gigs is what you're going to need space-wise.
Yep, there's two monsters and 2 map areas that I saw. So
Cool.
dope.
I'll probably give that a shot
Yeah.
to see what it's like, I guess.
Which is this upcoming weekend. Sweet. All right. And now, a word from our sponsor.
This week's episode of Risky Radio is brought to you by 16-Ounce Gaming. Guys over there have a Discord, have a great podcast that's bi-weekly. Yeah, come catch us on the Discord. We are there, at least, some of us daily and whatnot. They also do community plays. It's a good community. It's a little
Dysfunctional.
a little vulgar sometimes, but
Who's not?
it's a good place to air out whatever dirty laundry you got.
It's like a regular family, but just mainly centered around video game assholes.
Exactly, and we love video game assholes.
Mm-hmm.
But tink.
That the video game asshole is a little circle part in the disc, just to let you guys know.
Got it.
Cool. All right. Now we're going to get into some listener questions that we have gotten from the past week. Moving in front of my eyes. What? All right. The first one. Irelful Otter.
Ireful?
Ireful? Sure. I was pretty close.
They were close.
What is your current most anticipated game for 2018? Lewis, you said you had a couple of them, right?
I do. I do
Let's
have a
hear
couple. Definitely Anthem, but I honestly don't think we're going to see that next year.
Isn't it?
I'm also in the Anthem will be pushed to 2019 camp as well.
I'm standing firm that they're going to push that puppy out for me.
Really?
Yeah.
If they do, I
think it's holiday time next year.
I hope it's good.
I think
it's September, October.
I was thinking more November.
I would say they said holiday, so I would say November as well.
But that definitely looking forward to that. State of Decay 2, really looking forward to that. It's going to be a good zombie game. Zombies. This one is strictly, I think you would love this one.
This is the one that you were...
A Way Out, Zach?
I heard A Way Out was getting pushed to 2019.
Really?
So...
Oh, well...
Oh, sad face.
If that's the case, then I take that back, but I'm definitely looking forward to that.
No matter when it comes out.
Yeah, it looks like a really sweet cooperative play game only.
Well, yeah, they showed... This was at E3. This is one of EA's games. Which looks a lot different than most of the stuff they're doing. And yeah, I would agree.
I would like to see the loot boxes in this, too.
I doubt it.
And then
that's gambling.
Oh yeah, it is. Days Gone. I have to say, would round out my titles.
That looked pretty good as well.
There's some other ones, but I'm just gonna keep it with those for right now.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Zach, go right ahead.
Red Dead Redemption 2 and Far Cry 5.
Yep.
For me, with Anthem, if it comes out, probably being my most anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Red Dead 2 and Far Cry 5 are pretty neck and neck for excitement levels for me.
I thought Far Cry... Oh, it's at the beginning. It's January something for Far Cry, right?
Or
no, it's February something.
I think it's March
5th.
something.
I think it's February 5th. That day rings
February 27th.
Ah, son of a dick.
Another smaller dick?
I don't know.
Son of a dick is.
And then Red Dead, we still don't have
any
exact date for.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it say at least 2018?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, though.
What game comes out?
There's no way it doesn't make 2018.
No, yeah,
So.
I think it will.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with the Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
It looks super dope. Far Cry 5 looks super fun as well. Yeah, I don't really play much of those other games.
Yeah, there's just so many out there that are supposed to be coming.
Obviously, I'm super excited to see what Call of Duty's gonna do.
I'm not,
because I just have to be.
I'm okay with what they did this year.
If they go back to modern combat, I'll be excited about Call of Duty. If it's in the past or the future, I'm just gonna be
I hope they do
again.
like Vietnam War, where it's a lot of guerrilla warfare.
And a
lot of got you, you did.
What the?
This is me popping out from behind a tree.
Exactly how Vietnam was. Perfect.
Boom, headshot.
Boom, headshot.
I don't know. I like Call of Duties.
No, I do too. But
I was super excited for this Call of Duty. I played it a bunch, and then like I get on my Xbox, I'm like, what do I want to play? I want to play Battlefront.
There's just a lot of games out right now. That
I keep looking at Minecraft in my thing. I'm like, I should hop into Minecraft sometime and see what that looks like, because there's a 16-ounce Minecraft server that I want to get into and build something. But I know if I start that, it's going to be a 17-hour process of me just building a giant house.
Well, luckily there's not. We should be heading into a little bit of a downtime.
I hope so. I don't mean that in a negative way, but my wallet needs it.
Oh, that's true.
My time needs it.
My family and friends
need
it, because I don't have.
That's
any
why
money
I don't have
Christmas
any
presents.
family or friends. So.
Oh, my bad, Lewis. I forgot you're a relationship shunner.
Yeah, you don't need a relationship when you have an Xbox.
Yeah, you got those game assholes.
Right?
Next question from...
Oh, that's gross.
Jesus Christ.
Took you long enough. Jesus. Ladonian writes in and asks, what was your favorite or most memorable Christmas gift as a kid?
I wasn't a kid for this one, but I got...
question. I'm not going to answer it. This question.
I'm only going to answer half of your question.
It's a child's gift, but I got the Millennium Falcon, and that a Lego Millennium Falcon.
It's just the actual real Millennium Falcon.
That was real exciting.
Did I tell you they found that?
They found
real
what?
Millennium Falcon.
The real Millennium Falcon.
Where was it, in a lake somewhere?
No, it was actually covered up with a bunch of cargo shipment.
Was it on Jakku?
No, it was in the middle of a giant field, in a farmer's field.
Oh, all right.
Covered up by shipping containers.
My other one as a small child would be as a small child.
That was your gift?
No.
A small loan of a child.
A Game Boy Color. I think I got that the year it came out. Me and my brother both got them for Christmas. And I feel like we just spent. There had to have been Pokemon Silver, maybe. Was the game I got with it? Maybe. I just remember after we opened I opened that and then I didn't want to do Christmas anymore. I was like, all right, where's the game? I'm gonna play it. And then I probably disappeared into Pokemon Land for
years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Just emerging.
Those are the two that stuck out for me, though. How about you, Lou?
One would have to be my brother got Resident Evil and I got Jurassic Park. I remember us both opening them. So Jurassic Park for me, and the other one would have to be the Nintendo 64.
That's a hell of a gift.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was a mine and my brother's gift, so it wasn't just me.
But still.
But yeah.
Do you remember what games, or if it came with any games?
No.
Or it's like, guys, you can have this. The games are too expensive.
Pretty much. We did wind up having to fend for ourselves for most.
Having to pick up most of your games.
Yeah, because originally my parents bought us one system to start with, and my brother was convinced that the route to go was Sega. So we bought Sega Saturn. And then he realized that PlayStation was better, so then he wanted to return all of our shit that we bought for the Sega Saturn to get a PlayStation, and my mom was like, "Oh, you spent all that money, man!" And then was like, "I'm not buying any more games for you people." And
that's an accurate representation
you people,
of your
what
mom.
do you mean, you people?
I don't know, but so we kind of had to buy our own games. But I definitely remember getting those two, and they were pretty substantial gifts that we got.
Yeah.
That I remember. I also remember getting a kind of on the same track as you. A Millennium Falcon, but it was a little toy one with a inside was a watch with, I think it was Chewbacca onto it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
So I had the typical kid problem where you open up like a video game and you're like, wait, this is for an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. So it happened twice.
I was saying, so did they fuck that up on accident? Like you weren't supposed to open the game?
I don't know if they weren't paying attention or what, but so it happened. What happened the first time was, so my parents got me an Xbox 360 when I was super young because I'm a baby, and they handed me one, and they looked at each other like the whole, this isn't the thing, this is the thing we can give him, right? And they thought it was a movie. They'd gotten me like a DVD, but it turned out to be an Xbox game. It was.
Did they play it off cool?
Fatal Inertia.
Did they give you an Xbox later?
Yes, okay. There was an Xbox under the tree.
It would have been better if there wasn't.
So they
an
gave me a
Xbox
360, and then years and years later, they gave us Rock Band for the Xbox One.
How did they fuck this up twice?
I was like, guys. We don't have a one. Like that time, I thought they just fucked up. Like I thought they actually fucked up. So they got it for the one instead of the 360. And my mom was like, "No, we're going to Best Buy tomorrow to get you an Xbox One." Because I was trading in all my 360 stuff to Best Buy.
And you were like, "Yay!"
And I was like,
she should have just stolen all your shit and
just done it without me knowing.
Done without you knowing, and then you're like, "Well, you were actually bad this year, so we took away a video game console."
Shit, but no, I got like Turtle Beaches and a bunch of sweet shit for that trade-in as well.
Nice.
So there was a couple. I got a bass guitar once because I thought I was going to be in a band.
How's that going for you?
I sold it like 3 months later.
Nice. Totally worked out for you. I could see you as a bassist.
I played that. I played
the
one song that was like boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sure, I just played that for like hours straight.
I bet it
just because it's the only thing I knew how to do. But
smoke on the water and fire in the sky. That's the song you were playing.
Stick to your day job there, Lou.
As soon as he started to sing it, just staring at you because I was like, he's getting uncomfortable singing right now.
Cringe. All right, next up, friend of the show, Greg. What is your biggest gaming pet peeve?
I think we've covered this before.
I thought we just did pet peeves in general.
It might have been pet peeves.
He threw out an example. He says when people call Link Zelda.
Yeah.
In the Zelda games.
Where you just assume since the game's called Zelda and you're playing as a main character that it is Zelda.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's one of the ones. It's funny because he said that and then somebody said something to him about playing as Zelda in
Breath of the Wild.
No, in one of the Mario. What's the Mario one where you play as Link? Yeah. You play
Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros.
You can play as Zelda. There is a Zelda you can play as, and there is a Link.
She was thinking of Link.
Okay.
And she said Zelda. We were like, did you mean Link? And she goes, which one's the one that's like in green with a sword? That's Link. That's not Zelda.
Link. He's the one with the belly shirt.
Only in Breath of the Wild. I don't know why they did
Forever and ever and ever. All right, Zach, you got a pet peeve? Gaming pet peeve?
I mean, it's definitely just something that annoys me, but over encumbrance, I will always say, is my least favorite thing in video games. Out of everything. Don't restrict how much I can fucking carry because it makes me not want to play your games anymore. Yep. I'm not going to go on a tangent about over encumbrance. So, Lewis, how about you?
Pet peeves in a game? Probably not being able to save wherever I want.
That's frustrating.
I like that. It is more challenging when you have to get somewhere to save. I'll give them that, but I just like the convenience of being able to pause, save, and then keep going.
And also, like, when you're an adult and you have fucking something to go do, you want to be able to just save your game and leave.
Hey, I got to get to this place to save.
Hold on. I'm going to be 20 minutes late because I haven't found a save spot yet. That's not convenient for anyone.
No, but that would probably be one of my pet peeves. Just not being able to save wherever.
So quickly, did you like how, say, Horizon Dawn did it, where there was a crap ton of those fires sitting around that you could just run to and save?
Yeah, I mean...
Those were so close, like, together.
I'm thinking more of, like, old Final Fantasy VII. You had to make it somewhere, or...
Resident Evil 4.
You'd have to make a typewriter, and you had to have ink. If you didn't have ink, you're fucked.
You couldn't even save.
Yeah, just things like that. Well, I mean, it was pretty cool in Resident Evil, I'm not going to lie, because it wasn't bad because I was a kid, so I didn't have as many responsibilities, and you always had to make sure you had ink ribbon with you. But things like that are kind of a pet peeve because I've became so used to being able to just basically hit start, save, and then keep rolling, you know?
And one thing I just noticed, because I generally don't play a lot of Japanese games, but with Xenoblade, how they just... Well, you're probably used to this because you watch so much anime, but, like... When American voices are dubbed over, like Japanese games, I guess, the words don't match up. So,
well, that's I don't listen to anything dubbed.
Or you just read it all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I can naturally watch anime subbed and read it while watching. Like it's just natural.
He watches subtitles in his peripheral vision and watches anime movies.
Oh God. All right, we're there. Yeah, so that's what I ended up having to do because when I was focusing on their mouths and listening, it just started to piss me off.
Well, and it's like it sounds like British or American or something. It's not Japanese stuff should sound like Japanese people.
No, yeah, I mean, which is fair. So I just ended up reading all the subtitles now. Because I have subtitles and they're speaking in English, but instead of looking at the mouths, I'm just staring at the subtitles because like I can't watch your mouth do that.
I've actually started to put subtitles on every single game now. Because it was like Prey. Remember in Prey when I learned that they were saying stuff like the monsters were?
Yeah.
But
I had mine in Horizon. One thing for me is when they're naming like places or people, and so if they say a weird word and I can't look at it to figure out if that makes sense, like if they name it's proper nouns, I guess, is what I want to be able to actually see.
So, yeah.
Or like in Destiny, where if somebody was talking, it would show you who was talking in like the top right or whatever. If prompts like that would be cool, or if, I don't know. I definitely play with subtitles on a majority of the time, I think. So yeah.
One of my biggest pet peeves, I guess, is people taking shit too seriously in video games. They're video games. You can be competitive in video games, but there's a point when you just like get too serious about something and you just like rage out and then leave. Or let's see.
So people without patience.
Yes.
Maybe.
When like your game glitches and you go from playing Call of Duty to all of a sudden having like Rocket League pop up.
This happens to me all the time.
It happened to me.
Never happened to me.
Weird.
Yeah.
I had the glitch. The glitch the other day was Skyforge turned into Battlefront for like 10 seconds until it turned into Smite. But it was a weird glitch. Like it went through like those three games like super quickly.
It'll
I don't know
happen.
what it
I've
was.
never dealt with that. You guys must have really
But-
weird Xboxes or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes
I don't know what
when
it
my
was.
Call of Duty's just not going well, something happens.
Mine usually will just like glitch, and I'll be running, and then all of a sudden there'll be a wall in front of me. You know,
no,
ours was
mine,
just total
mine
separate
glitches and
games.
just brings me into Rocket League for some reason.
or it backs me out to the complete home screen. I've never been
No.
brought into another. I wish I
Yeah.
kind of had that experience sometimes.
It's magical.
It's not bad.
magical.
Oh, look, I'm playing this game now. Nice.
Yeah.
Helps to control stress.
Last but certainly not least, friend of the show, Ladonian, writes in again. Hey, Ladonian, thanks for the 2. Besides Brink, what was the biggest flop of a game that you were super excited about playing?
I don't think anyone here played Brink, so I have no hatred towards
I kind of
Brink.
know what he's talking about, but never really played it.
I mean, it's 2 games that I think it's unfair to say they were flops, but Destiny 2 and Mass Effect Andromeda stick out in my head. And it was just because what had come before both of those games I loved so much.
Or the lead up to them, at least.
Or yeah, I was so
'Cause, like,
pumped for
even
them.
Destiny was not good at the beginning, but they worked on stuff and listened to us to get us what we wanted. And they
Yeah,
came out
somewhat.
with-
And I mean, they're getting better. Well, trying to get better as they go. With Andromeda, it was just I liked what I had played before so much that like having a whole new crew and a whole new cast of people, I just kept comparing them. I felt like if it was a standalone thing that didn't have Mass Effect stamped onto the title, like maybe it would have been different for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would have been different even if they looked like this.
Well, so I mean,
But if they were just stick figures.
some of the facial animations, I don't know if I could play a game with stick figures. Even
like
if the story
everything else was
great.
really good. The whole background, everything was awesome.
And then you just
Just
play
the
stick
people who were
figures.
stick figures.
No, I don't think I could do that. Yeah, and Destiny 2, the first 20, 40 hours probably, like leading up to the raid, and then after completing the raid a couple times, after that it was just like, I'm done.
I wouldn't say it was a flop or anything, but it was
well,
just
a flop in my head.
in your
at
aspects.
least. And
yeah.
a flop to me. Like
I guess,
financially, both of those games sold pretty well, I would assume, but
It's kind of a letdown after putting all the time
there
into
you go.
Destiny
Definitely a
1.
letdown, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, Andromeda, I feel like you got so locked up in the realm of Andromeda. Of Mass Effect, sorry. So you got locked into all the Mass Effects. You loved them. You wanted this to come out with the same group of people and have the same feel, and it didn't. Similar to Destiny, you were liking how it was feeling at the end of Destiny 1. We loved the world that Destiny was placed in, and then you get into Destiny 2, and they don't have a ton of the shit we liked from the end of Destiny 1.
Yeah, a lot of it was just there's the end game of Destiny 2, which
I don't think it was so strong.
everybody knows at this point. Yeah, it's just broken and it's not that good. So the ending of it, the end game was definitely a letdown. I think, like I said, the first however long until I beat the raid a couple times, like that was all great. I definitely enjoyed all that. But those are my 2. Those are the easiest ones for me, at least.
What about you, Ben?
I was going to say Destiny 2 was probably one for all of us that kind of flopped a little bit.
Yeah.
At this point, because I don't play a lot of video games, probably the last 2 Call of Duties in their style were very disappointing.
Was that
I
in
didn't even
2000 and
Advanced Warfare and
Advanced Warfare.
was that this year?
Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. No,
I think
Infinite
he's
Warfare
just saying.
and the one before that, whatever. Were both flops for me.
Oh.
Because I didn't play Call of Duty for 2 years. That's bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so, especially if you're a big FPS.
Yeah, I was playing Call of Duty religiously up until that point.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then he found League of Legends. His new crack. LOL.
Okay, I'm done.
Have about you, Lou?
One
Assholes.
would have to be Absolver. I did like it, but I thought there would have been a little bit more to it.
I tried to play that game.
I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy playing it, but I just was hoping they would kind of string it along and bring it a little bit more forward, a little bit more with it. It just it seemed very kind of flat, I loved the combat system into it was really good. I liked the style of fighting. It just there wasn't it was kind of like a scratch in the surface that should have been deeper. But
that's the thing. Like, I feel like from what I had played is like the core mechanics of that game, the actual fighting mechanics are all really good.
Yeah.
It was anything outside of that all seemed to kind of be lacking. The story, at this point, I couldn't even tell you what was going on.
Yeah, it was pretty boring.
After you went through the like story part or whatever, like the main story, and then it was just all like PvP stuff after that, I think. You're just like wandering around the open world fight. Yeah. They definitely could have done a lot more with that. Yeah. I agree.
I feel like they could have made that game could have been a lot better. I feel like they could have almost opened it up to a almost MMO style type of game, where it would have been really cool where you could team up with people, because they were showing all these schools and stuff, but nothing ever really came of that. Like,
didn't learn a ton about the schools and
like they should be able to, you join a school, now you and members of that school can go on like journeys,
quests or adventures,
to try to get better swords or better armor and stuff like that. But it just like I said, it just seemed to fall flat. That was a very sad game. And this is an older game, but Technomancer.
I see that in our list, and I'm always looking at, like, I feel like by the name I should really like this game.
I had a lot of high hopes for it. It was an indie developed game. It looked really cool. I got into it, and just it just wasn't put together.
Played like shit, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. It was, I mean, if I stuck with it, it might have gotten a little bit better, but it just I couldn't.
Was that a $60 game too?
Well, it was.
I feel like you paid full price for that too.
It was.
And then it was like, wow, fuck.
Yeah. I think I would have liked it better. Probably put more time if it wasn't a total of $60.
If you paid indie game price for it, $20 or $30.
But that was probably would be my letdown. 2 games that let me down.
So no For Honor in there, even though they lost 97% of their player base.
Yeah, but I'm still like, dipping into that every now and again.
And
for a fighting game, For Honor, I think
I don't think there's a ton you needed to add to it. Really, you just needed a player base and maybe something to be playing. Yeah, for
everything.
Like, you played for the steel, right? Is like the main thing. And
played for the steel to upgrade to make your guy look cooler. I didn't. There wasn't too much things they needed to add to that. Maybe more characters, but they were slowly doing that. But they needed. The only thing I would change about that game would be player base. Just more players.
Just needs more people.
Yeah. I could see that, and maybe open it up a little bit more. But I think the game did pretty good. I mean, it definitely didn't go as good as I wanted it to be, but I played it more. I'm still dabbling into it. I'm still picking it up to crack a skull here or there.
Nice. All right. And with that, let's get into some news. All right. Lou.
That is my name.
Star Citizen?
Yeah, Star Citizen. Did you guys ever want to buy land? Did you ever want to be a property owner? Did you ever want your own spot of land somewhere?
I already do. It's right here. You're in it.
Well, how about you, Ben?
Oh, yeah, Lou. I'd love to have my own land.
Wouldn't you like more land? Well, you can buy it. You can buy it in Star Citizen. If you wanted, you can buy a plot of land in the Star Citizen world. You can get a huge plot of land. You can get 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers
fucking advertisement.
for $50.
He's selling us,
If you wanted to buy land, you could get 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers for $50 in Star Citizen.
Is this in space?
Yes, and it's all yours.
And it's all in a video game?
It's all in a VR video game. So you could rent a really...
It's not VR.
I thought it was.
Star Citizen?
I thought they did Star Citizen in VR.
Not
this makes me a lot less excited about this.
His salesman voice went to a sad.
Oh man, because I thought I read somewhere or saw somewhere that this was a VR and you could have a really small house and pop in the VR and then you would have 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers of space land in Star Citizen. If you want, you can also buy $100 worth for 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers.
I would say so. It's 4x4 for 50 or 8x8 for 100.
You can earn currency in the game by playing it and buy your own land, but who wants to go slave and work and do that when you can just use real currency to buy actual land in the video game?
Yeah, Star Citizen has been in its beta form or whatever form it's in right now forever, and it's been making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of like ships that you can buy, and now they're offering you plots of land that you can buy. And they're getting $50 for a
4x4 kilometer.
I'm gonna send you both a video when we get out of
here.
How can I? Somebody reacting to the most expensive in-game purchases there are. Somebody spent like $300,000 on this like little dragon egg that'll never hatch just to have it. Because it's one thing in a game.
And fuck whoever buys that.
But yeah, don't you want land? I mean, hopefully, eventually, you can build on this land and start building spaceships and maybe
for $50, Lewis? No, I don't want your fucking plot of land in this video game.
It's land.
Because I could take that $50 and do something else with it. Anything.
Can you buy 4 kilometers worth of land with that $50?
No, but I can buy 10 $5 cravings boxes from Taco Bell.
True, but where are you going to put those? Yeah, you could put them in your 4
I'm
kilometer
gonna put them
land
in my
virtual reality.
Stomach.
Put them in my
love it.
4 kilometers of intestine I have.
Yeah, no, it's kind of fascinating. They're selling land in a video game.
It's definitely weird.
Yeah.
I understood the ships that they were selling. Like, some of these ships are huge and extravagant and blah, 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 and cost way too much money. I guess this was a next step.
Yeah. So, who knows if this game...
This actually sounds familiar. I think...
The future is a scary place.
I think somebody bought a planet in this game for real money. Like somebody owned a planet.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's interesting that it's going that way, that they're able to sell virtual land.
Well, I mean, they're just doing this to boost their like development funds.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because like the game's not out.
But what happens when they stop developing this game? And your land,
they take all your fucking money and
and there's all your land, But I don't know. It's kind of cool, but kind of crazy all at the same time. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to talk about. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I was really into this game, I might buy land. And it also depends on what you can do on said land.
Anything. But I think you can, like, there's a guy I think who has a giant ship who runs like a brothel, drinky bar kind of setup thing.
So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool.
So some of the ships you could buy were upwards of $3,000 for this game.
Oh, woof.
Since they started their Kickstarter campaign in 2012 to get this game done, as of early this November, $23 million for this game is how much they've raised, and this game's still not out.
That's a lot of
$23 fucking million before the game's even released.
Their chairs are made of money. Their computers are made of money. And they're just sitting there like, we could take about 3 or 4 more years before we bring this out, if we even ever do bring this out.
I wonder when they're going to start selling like virtual houses to put on this virtual land.
I mean, they're probably already selling you virtual wood and
build it.
Nails and people to build them.
Yeah.
And it's going to turn into that VR thing where you like everyone goes to be something else.
So
like you're a salesman.
Sims Life or whatever.
What's that movie?
Oh, hey, fuck me. So I was wrong about those numbers. I apologize. The $23 million was just what was raised in 2017.
Holy shit-tards.
It's their second lowest that they've raised in a year since this started. 2012, $7.2 million. That's their first year is what they got. 2013, $28.3 million. 2014, $32.9 million. 2015, $35.9 million. And last year, $36.1 million.
This better be the best game in the world.
Roughly $180 million.
This better be the coolest fucking game in the world.
Oh my god,
creeper! That guy is the owner of that game.
This makes me want to look into this game.
In money,
okay,
right now.
so
like when this game comes out and it's free, I'm just gonna play it for free and laugh at all these people with their $3,000 spaceships and $100 plots of land.
Yeah, but you'll be nowhere. You'll have a little goat cart with.
That's all right.
That's fine, because you know what'll happen.
Barter up to something else.
I'll play about a half hour of it and then feel fine with not buying any of this bullshit.
I gotta look into that game now. That sounds atrocious.
Fucking crazy.
You got to make the
Jesus.
See, I knew I brought a good one to the table.
Yeah, you thought it was a VR game.
I did. Okay,
good
sorry.
one to the table. Gosh,
how much cooler would it be if it was in VR?
It might get there. You never know.
Yeah,
with $180 million.
Just think, you could just buy a tiny apartment in New York City, pop on your VR thing, and you'd be like, "Whoa, look, guys!"
Hey, that actually links into that one, Ready Player One.
We are not playing this in VR. Okay,
No play.
Okay, you're Russian.
We are not.
I'm just saying, maybe one day we will be able to play the Star Citizen in the VR on the face.
On
the face.
On the face. All right.
Jesus.
Zach, PlayerUnknown not stopping at Xbox?
No, PUBG Mobile. How does that sound?
Glitchy.
Sounds bad.
It sounds like I don't want to play
I already played a PUBG Mobile game. I won in my second game, and then I stopped playing the second game.
Yeah, so there's definitely already a bunch of Battle Royale clones on the phone, as we found out the other night as we were searching through the App Store, and that's all that's in there right now.
Royal Battle, I think it was called.
Instead of going to mobile, it should go to Switch.
That'd be dope.
I think that would way better.
So since Tencent is now a part of Bluehole, or working with, I guess
they're in cahoots.
They're in cahoots together. There's 2 PUBG mobile games that are coming out. As of now, there's no plans for like a Western release, so it'll be like China, like maybe some Asian countries. But one of them is going to be called Army Attack, and the other one is called Battlefield, which is weird. It's called Battlefield. Battlefield is definitely more like your standard PUBG fare, jump out of the helicopter, or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You're playing on your fucking phone. Sweet. The other one is called Army Attack. You're also jumping out of a plane. Weird. But there's going to be naval warfare. There's like a lot of ships in this one, I feel like, and helicopters. They actually have a teaser trailer for the Army Attack game.
So do you have to like
coming out.
Parachute onto the submarine or something?
Not that I saw.
Or do you like find it?
It was just a lot of people parachuting down, and then like some dude hopped in like a Jeep Wrangler or some shit, drove to the ocean, and then there was already ships and whatnot battling out in the water.
Quick side note, speaking of parachuting out of things, I watched 2 guys squirrel parachute down and then landed into a moving airplane.
I showed you that the other day. It was from Red Bull.
Yeah.
Instead of jumping out of the plane, they jumped off a mountain and drove
into the plane.
Yep.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to bring it up. It was really cool.
I agree with you.
There's not much else to the story for now. You're looking at 2 games that are in development. One of them has a teaser trailer that you can go watch, but it's just weird because at the beginning of the game, like, you have the PUBG like logo and it says like Bluehole, like it's all there. So they're endorsing some mobile games that probably are going to be kind of garbage. But hey, at this point, if you're making millions and billions of dollars, you might as well just keep it up.
Yep.
So
go everywhere you can.
I'm telling you, PUBG, go to the Switch.
PUBG on Switch.
You won't regret it.
I'll play that.
I would too.
Jumping off into the Destiny realm, you can actually buy a real life ghost.
Like it floats and follows me around?
Nope. Doesn't follow you around.
Is it voice acted by Peter Dinklage?
You have no idea. Probably, actually.
If I die, will it revive me back to life?
Why wouldn't it be?
Peter Dinklage hasn't been the ghost in forever in Destiny.
Cheated.
He was like the very original one who just sounded like a robot.
Probably
now
not like the game anymore.
Nolan North. So I'm assuming that's who you're getting to voice all your ghost lines now. It'd be sweet if there was like a Dinklage switch, and you could just flip.
That sounds so weird.
Dinklage.
Honey, where's my Dinklage switch?
Yeah, you flip the Dinklage switch, and then you
playing with Dinklage all day.
You can have the Dinklebot talk to you instead of the Nolan bot.
Dinklebot instead of the Nolan bot. Well, Activision and Amazon have teamed up to bring you a physical ghost that sits right next to you while you play Destiny 2.
How big is it?
I would have to
life
say
size?
I would have to say life size.
Probably the size of that cup of coffee.
No,
maybe a little bigger.
No, you didn't answer me. If I die, is it going to bring me back to life?
No. If you die, 100%
no.
You back to life.
Don't do that.
So it connects through your Amazon Alexa device. So you have to have an Amazon Alexa
you can
device.
talk to. Oh, cool.
And it has over 1,000 custom voice commands. For example, Alexa, ask Ghost what I should do next. If you're looking to do
play Destiny. It's going to be go-to answer.
See, the one thing that I'm hoping, because I also looked into this, the thing I'm hoping that you can bypass is having to say Alexa to actually initiate the Alexa first. Because like having to ask Alexa to ask the ghost to do something is kind of dumb.
Something I agree as well.
But if you could be like, hey, ghost,
that would be a lot better.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
Equip my heavy weapon.
Can you have it do that?
Yeah. So the other example I have which does start out with Alexa, ask Ghost to equip my most powerful weapon. Or my most powerful heavy weapon. I
want to say this only works in Destiny, though. I can't be playing a different game and it would...
No, fucking Lewis, obviously not.
You never know. It'd be really cool.
No, we do know only works with Destiny.
Okay.
But it works across all platforms.
Oh,
there
very
you
cool.
go.
And they actually have a December release.
Do you know how much it's going for?
$90.
Nope, not going to buy it.
I mean, I wonder how much a stock Alexa... Because I'm assuming this functions as an Alexa as well.
No.
What?
I
So I
don't
can't be like,
think so.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
It works with...
Alexa.
It works via your Amazon Alexa device.
Oh, so you need an Alexa plus the
you
Ghost?
need an Alexa plus the Ghost, I think.
Fuck, I'm out.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
most
probably
people
why you have
already have a fucking Echo
I don't.
or an Echo Dot.
I don't.
I don't know why you guys live in the fucking Stone Age.
Because I have a phone that I can talk to and it does the same exact thing.
I mean, not exactly.
Kind of.
Yeah, but that always goes like with you. This one just kind of sits in your kitchen. You're like, hey, Alexa, order me dog food.
So would I rather have something that's always with me or something that I have to be in my kitchen to use?
Hey, Alexa, turn on the kitchen lights if you're walking in the door and it's
And
dark.
I'll have my phone
How
so I can
lazy
be like,
are you people? Jesus.
Hey, Alexa, can
If
you start my
can't
macaroni
turn
and
on
cheese?
your own, no, that would be nice.
hey Alexa, can you wipe my butt?
That's taking it too far.
Oh,
I wipe
every
my own
fucking
ass.
time. Taking too far.
I mean, if Alexa could wipe my ass, that would be kind of nice.
They make
but-
toilets for that, though.
Yeah, but that's called a I can't think of the name.
Is it a duvet?
A duvet. No, that's something that goes on a bed.
Talking about a bidet.
A bidet. There
That
it is.
one.
Yeah. Yep, that's all I got. I don't have anything else
no
to say.
Ghost? No ghost?
No ghost for me.
No ghost?
No, I'm
If
I'm
the
good.
ghost could bring me back to life, I'd be all over that stuff.
I
but-
think everyone would be for $90.
Oh yeah, there'd be a
Um,
lot of chaos in the world.
hey, Lou.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's my name.
Who's back? Back again. Again.
Greg Witta is back. Did I butcher his name?
No, I thought we were doing a story about Eminem or something. And
Oh.
I missed it.
Yeah, Greg Witta is back. Zach, you know who Greg Witta is, right?
I mean, first of all, I would say it's probably Gary Witta.
Gary. I asked you if I'd said the name wrong. and you said
here wondering if...
Greg.
I thought you were confused if you were pronouncing his last name right. Gary Witta.
Gary Witta is back. Anyways, he's the guy that actually did the initial Clementine's Walking Dead. He wrote that story. He got that stuff going. I really enjoyed that one.
He
that was
also wrote
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah, which is really cool. That was a great Star Wars movie.
It was.
And it's really cool. I enjoyed the first one. That was probably the only Telltale games that I actually really enjoyed.
Was
Telltale.
Telltale.
You're bad at
Well,
this.
Telltale is...
It's a tall tale
Exactly.
told by Telltale.
Yeah. Anyways, those guys, they're bringing him back to finish off Clementine's story. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. It makes me want to play the second and third one.
Yeah, so it finally...
Has an ending.
We'll finally have an ending
Eh,
to at least Clementine's story.
exactly.
I still don't know if they'll drop The Walking Dead completely. But
Probably not.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The first one was far and away the best one, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of went down. One was definitely the best. 2 was also very good.
Mm-hmm.
3 was fine, and
Yeah.
now hopefully we'll be right back up at
Well, they
the
got his
best of
writing
The
again,
Walking Dead.
So
Having him write again.
yeah, and I
definitely.
mean, he did great. That first Walking Dead was really good.
Yeah.
Rogue One, I enjoyed that for not being part of the trilogies. Quadrilogies
Quadriceps.
series, yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty fascinating stuff.
The new one comes out in, 10 days?
Star Wars?
Was it the 15th?
10 days.
Yeah.
14th?
9 days actually. No, 11 days. Today's the 4th.
Comes out in 10 days for me because my ticket definitely says the 14th.
Oh, well, today is the 4th though. So
Okay.
tomorrow's
whatever.
the 5th.
Tomorrow's the 5th.
Yep, today's the 4th.
And
Zach.
it's 5:41 p.m.
December 4th be with you.
Ouch. That one hurt. More Mario in the news?
Yeah, this is a quick story, but there is now Mario cereal.
Mm.
And the fun fact here is that it's also an amiibo for your Switch.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I don't know. It's coming out December 11th. You'll just be able to buy your Mario cereal. Were you high-fiving?
No, I have a question.
Yep, what's up?
What's an amiibo?
So amiibo... Oh, here. I have a base of an amiibo.
I was going to say, where's that thing the bear chewed?
Because my dog ate the rest of the amiibo. So the amiibo is... It's a little base like this. This thing has like a NFC chip in it. So what you do is you scan your amiibo, which generally has a toy on top. This used to be Link with...
A belly shirt.
Not Ponyta, because that's a fucking Pokemon. Epona. Yeah, so that's what was on here. But so like if I'm playing Zelda once a day, I can take this, I can scan it on my Switch, and then I'll get like a treasure chest for Breath of the Wild. So there's all different amiibo that you can scan to do different things in different Nintendo games.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's for Odyssey?
So this one has like whatever, I want to say it's NFC, near field communicating.
Are there different amiibos you can get per cereal box?
No, so it's only one.
It is the amiibo.
And
so if I get multiple boxes of cereal, it's going to be the same thing?
I think and you can only scan it once per day, so it doesn't really matter how many you have. This one in particular is just for Mario Odyssey, and all it's doing is giving you some coins or a heart, depending on the day.
Yeah.
So,
I'm probably going to buy one just for aesthetic purposes.
I say I might just buy the box of cereal, never open it, and just have a box of Mario cereal. Sure.
Well, I might buy two just to try one out.
So you can eat one. Then.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like Lucky Charms.
We should just make a date of it. You bring over the cereal, I'll have the milk, and we'll eat it in the hot tub together.
Sounds good.
No, we're eating in the hot tub. You're not allowed that.
What? Bunch of horse shit. I don't get cereal or tubby time?
No. Every day is tubby time for you.
Could you just imagine him eating cereal in the hot tub right now?
I just picture him eating like ham sandwiches and just clumps of ham and like cheese and mayonnaise.
Just like super juicy pizza.
There's a movie where this dude eating in the hot tub, and
we just fucking talked about this movie.
It drops in there. He reaches down, grabs it.
Somebody's screaming into their headphones right now.
Is it me?
No, I meant knowing the answer. One of the listeners, you idiot. Yeah, there's not much else to the story. There is now Amiibo cereal. So if you want to scan it, look for it on store shelves December the 11th. Next week. Or buy PUBG.
One of the two.
Same day.
Yep.
Well, almost same day.
Or buy PUBG and eat a bowl of Mario's. What are they called? Mario?
Wait. Whoa.
No, it's...
Whoa. PUBG is not free on the Xbox like it is on the... It's not free on the computer.
It's not free.
It's not $30
on the computer. What?
I thought when they dropped it, it was going to be a free to play.
I don't think that was ever said.
Yeah, that was the whole point of PUBG. Was you paid for it was in beta and you played it and you paid for it, and then it was supposed to drop as a free game when it finally came out. Which is what was really confusing and why I laughed, because people were paying for a beta.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I just know that it's going to cost $30.
Yep. I remember hearing $30 price tag.
Just like you paid $30 for.
But yeah, what's the?
I didn't.
Is it just called Mario cereal? It's not like Mario O's or.
Can you find it?
Fruity
in
Mario's.
Wegmans?
It was funny. So the article I read was like they really missed out on just being able to call this one Mario's.
Yeah.
Because they look like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just called
Mario cereal.
I'm gonna check quick. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Mario cereal.
Is it like Mario's cereal? Like it's his cereal, or it's just Mario cereal?
There is a puzzle on the back of the box if you feel like doing a puzzle.
I always love doing
puzzles on the back of
you eating your cereal, trying to do the puzzle?
Yeah, and then you go the next day and you forgot the puzzle.
I was going to say it gets
again.
easier and easier every day. At least for me, it did.
It's just called Super Mario cereal.
Super Mario cereal. That's not bad.
Yeah, but they could be Super Mario's.
Super Mario's would be way cooler.
Yeah, they're literally like
me.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
It's
they're
Mario.
Like I thought they were like Lucky Charms. Aren't there marshmallows?
I think it's both.
Oh.
There's marshmallows and fruit circles.
Ooh.
Fruity circles.
I still don't get to eat these in the tub.
Cereal.
You can... Well,
you dangle your feet in.
I'll put some in a little piece of Tupperware and leave it on your desk at work.
Okay.
Then splash him with water at work, so he's like he's in the hot tub.
With the water bottle just...
Have fun.
It's the same thing in my ass.
Right?
So Call of Duty came out with their competitive ranked play this past week. I didn't get to hop into it at all. Friend of the show, Tyler, hopped in a little bit. He said, I think they didn't do very well.
I thought that was when he was typing in the group chat about him going like 38-5 or something.
I think
No,
that was
a
normal
TDM. But he played a ranked game. He played a couple of them. He said that they lost even like a 4v3 in ranked play. I feel like you're definitely going to get some hardcore players if you go play ranked play.
Oh, of course.
I'm pretty sure it's just search and destroy too, and it's 4v4.
I don't think there's any respawn. I think it's 4v4, and I think LMGs are fully taken out, and there's definitely some perks, and they're not perks, whatever those things are called. I haven't played Call of Duty in so long.
The
star cards.
No. Basic training.
Yes.
So there are some of those that you can't use. There's some guns you can't use. And also, they fixed their HQ. So since
now it's more than just you by yourself.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's the only thing.
Since the drop, you were only able to be in there with yourself or with your team.
Mm-hmm.
Now they opened it up to an open arena
kind of
type,
like the tower.
Kind of like the tower in Destiny.
Then
like it was supposed to be.
You can't do anything with those people, though. Can you interact with them?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you can 1v1. No.
You can do like the shooting range. You can
1v1.
watch them open loot crates.
Yeah, you can watch them drop
can you like
care
fling
packages.
Your poo at them?
Have you found a way to do that in the game by yourself yet?
Maybe.
No fucking way.
And there's also something we found. There's leaderboards there too, so you can see where you stand compared to everybody in the
lobby with you.
That's cool.
One last note on the competitive play: the top 100 players at the end of each season will earn pro status, MLG pros.
Ooh, Ben,
I mean, they'll be MLG pros, so it won't matter. It's going to be like League of Legends, where
not much is probably changing those top 100 of the people that are already playing it professionally.
Challenger is the top 100 players in
literally
League of Legends,
all professionals.
but it's almost all professionals or like streamers.
That's hot.
I'm just saying, Shopa, you got something to strive for.
Yeah.
I mean,
back your Call of Duty
I got
days.
too many other games to play.
Oh, that sounds
You
like
gotta
an excuse for
you
why you're not so good.
Fuck us. Do you think you could get into the top 100 of Call of Duty first, or Challenger level in League of Legends first?
Top 100 Call of Duty first.
So you should just quit League of Legends.
Yeah. I second that.
We figured out why. Look at there's a perfect reason not to play anymore.
Okay, so you do realize that, like,
oh no,
if I got in the
start
I'm like the top 5% of players in League of Legends in North America.
Sounds like an excuse.
Sounds like you need to man up and just get in the top 100 of Call of Duty. No excuses. Play like a champion.
You don't score until you score.
You got to risk it to get the biscuit. You're welcome.
I got it. This fired up reference.
Flocks only.
Did you just have a stroke?
I was gonna say flocks of geese only fly south during the winter, but I don't know what it has to do with anything.
I don't. Is that
actually a stroke thing?
Is that
I think that's the actual stroke thing.
Does it smell like French fries? Is that a stroke thing?
That's toast.
Burnt. Is it burnt toast?
Burnt
toast is a stroke thing.
So speaking
does
of
it smell like burnt toast?
No, it doesn't. I've been watching a lot of burnt toast side note here. I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec, and
he's having
Pawnee.
a stroke. He's having a stroke.
Pawnee once caught on fire, and the Pawnee bread factory caught on fire, and the whole town smelled like burnt toast.
So everybody thought they were having strokes?
I wonder how many people thought they were having strokes.
Probably zero, because they knew that the fucking place was on fire, but...
You know what? You just don't have to take that from me. God damn you.
All right. And last but not least, we're finally getting a release of DayZ.
Yeah, so the creator, who I don't remember,
who created DayZ,
he came out to say
Daybreak.
that 2018 is going to be a big year for DayZ because it will finally be leaving early access.
Yeah.
And does that mean it's coming to the consoles?
Yeah, and that was the other thing that he noted. It will also be making its way to the consoles. In 2014, DayZ showed up at E3. For PlayStation, it was like, oh, don't worry, PlayStation, you're going to be getting DayZ. And now at this point, it seems like it's just going to be coming to both.
Yay.
So we hopefully will have that soon. Maybe. Because it's like they made the statement but didn't have any type of like when besides 2018. It'll be here.
Wasn't DayZ the original like battle royale too? Didn't they have a battle royale style, and then H1Z1 picked it up?
Yeah, and
because those were like the two feuding zombie ones at the time.
And now the H1Z dude is the same guy as the PUBG guy.
Yep.
Brendan Green, I think.
Although I think H1Z1's still doing pretty well.
The King of the Kill stuff,
battle royale style. Yeah, they have tournaments and stuff still, and
yeah, like this is.
A lot of
I wonder.
streamers.
I was gonna say I haven't heard DayZ in the news or anything for a while now.
Actually,
this is a way of getting themselves back out there. Is making a big announcement like this. Mm-hmm. And honestly, if they came to console, I would say soon. Now that PUBG's here, we're probably gonna start seeing a lot more of the stuff. We already have Fortnite, but
which is actually quick side note. Players playing PlayerUnknown. Streaming it are actually playing way more Fortnite now than PlayerUnknown.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
The people who were playing both.
Yeah, I think
picked their side.
The RNG of PlayerUnknown is so tough to get good content constantly. Where I think Fortnite is more based on actual skill, not just what you happen to pick up in the random spot that you can.
If you find a sniper and a scope in PUBG, you're probably set for a while.
Yep.
Where in Fortnite, chances are if you go in a building, you're going to come out with a decent weapon pretty much no matter what, it seems like.
Yeah, and I think they're not being I think if you spawn on a bad side of a map in PUBG and you have to run, you can't find a car. I watched a video earlier where this guy actually ran for 25 minutes. He spawned on one side of the map and the zone was on the other side of the map, so he just put his gun away and ran, and it was 25 minutes until he finally got to a spot where he was in the zone.
Oh, wow. That sucks. So, PUBG, that's one thing I'm excited about is how much larger PUBG is than Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, because you have vehicles and stuff too, so that's cool. That's, 2 weeks away?
The 12th.
Less than that?
Isn't it the 12th?
More than that?
Less than that.
Yeah.
It's 8 days away.
Yeah.
So more than a week.
Just slightly more than a week.
Next Tuesday, not tomorrow.
Slightly less than a month.
Look forward to 2 weeks from now's episode all about PUBG.
All about PUBG. All right, that's going to do it for our news. Let's go around the table quick. Where can we find you, and what do you think you'll be playing this week?
I'm Risky the Kid everywhere. Risky the Kid. I'm going to be playing Nier Automata. Yep, I know I'm definitely going to be playing that. And the Destiny 2 DLC.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, that too. Fuck, dude. There's a list of games here that there's too many.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Destiny 2 DLC that drops maybe as of right now if you're playing. And, how about you, Lou?
Probably Zelda, Destiny as well. Maybe some, I don't know, probably just a little bit of everything, really. Gonna try not to get too focused and spending too much time in one game. Wanna kind of round myself out again a little bit.
We don't have time for it.
Yeah. But you can find me at Waterloo on Xbox and Mixer. You can find me on Waterloo on the PlayStation Network, and that's about it, really.
Yeah. Hello. Just kidding. I'm OMG at Chopa everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just want to have my own stroke session, you know.
I'm the stroke guy.
God damn it. OMG at Chopa everywhere. If you want to get in touch with us quick, officialriskyradio@gmail.com or _risky radio on Twitter. We also just got an Instagram account, official risky radio.
We couldn't get Risky Radio.
Well, it just took it off of our email.
Yeah, okay.
So some things in the works, a little bit of foreshadowing possibly. I want to play a bunch of Fortnite because I think that's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be playing Destiny with you guys. I want to finish my placements in Overwatch to see where I sit and see the
you
skill
sit
cap.
right there.
Mondays I sit right here. Mm-hmm. And yeah, League of Legends, all that kind of stuff. But that's going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of everyone here at Risky Radio, I'd like to thank you for joining us. We had a great time, and we hope you did too. But until next time, we'll catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.